The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna meet it. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so on the line. The papyrus, put it on my tab every month. I don't wanna meet it.
Hello, my name is Dofan Abu Amali. This is the Papyrus TV, and today we are on your program, Star of the Month. We have nobody that we are going to be talking to soon in the house that you're not aware of, but we are going to capture her in the angles that you have never seen before. Yes, she's a movie star. Yes, she's a presenter. Yes, she's a model. She has done so many other things as well. I am talking about nobody else but Belinda Effah. You remember her from the next movie star? Yes, so come with me, let's talk to her. And after this interview, if there are any other questions you would like us to ask Belinda, you can put it down below this section. And what do you think about her? I met with her and I think she's a fantastic woman. But what do you think about her? Have you met with her before? Let's discuss our star down below here. Before we go forward, I want to plead to you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down here, below here, yes, in red, and then hit the bell so that anytime we upload new content, you will be informed. Please hit the like button as well. That will make us come up in YouTube. Thank you so much, and I appreciate a lot. Hello, I've always loved your movies. You have been here like for so long. So how long have you been in the industry?
Over 10 years.
10 years, yes. I would love to speak so. Why the movie industry?
Why not the movie industry?
Why the movie industry?
For me, first things first, it's always good to identify your passion, where your interest lies, and then go in that line. Growing up, I mean, everybody wanted to impress their parents, and when they ask you, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be in future? I wanted to be a doctor. But thankfully, I didn't end up as one because I would have been a terrible one. I ended up studying genetics and biotechnology in the University of Calabar. And while in school and studying, I realized that this is not really my interest. I tried medicine didn't work for me, so I had to opt for something close to the sciences, or something in the sciences close to medicine, and that had to be genetics and biotechnology, which is what I ended up studying. But I knew when I asked myself, because I always give myself a pep talk, I'm like, Belinda, would you be happy doing this for a number of years? The answer was no. What did I really want to do? Acting. So while I was in school, I always looked for opportunity for acting. Like, honestly, several times I left school just to go and act. So that was it. I knew that this is what I wanted to do in my life.
Okay. Tell us the journey from the beginning. How did you start? Going into the industry, I understand a lot of people say that it's not easy, that it's very difficult to even penetrate, and you have gone in and made a name for yourself. Okay,
it wasn't easy to start with. I'm a Calabar girl, and I grew up in Calabar, and we know back then that there was no industry in Calabar, none whatsoever. So growing up as a Calabar girl, I didn't know if my dreams would be realized, but I just kept nurturing that dream, and I shared it with whoever I care to listen. And that is one thing people should know. If you have a dream, don't keep it to yourself. Tell people so that when opportunities come, you know, those people would lead you to it. So I always tell people, oh, I love acting, I want to be an actor. And sometimes they look at me like, you. But anyways, when opportunities started coming to Calabar, they remembered me. Oh, you had mentioned you love acting. There's an opportunity. These production companies in town. Maybe you should go for this audition. And so there were pointers because I shared my vision with people. Even though the very first opportunity I had, like on a professional level, as besides church acting and all of that, was a fraud. Some guy came in from Lagos claiming to be Teku Benson's brother. I think he said his name was Francis Benson or something, and he wanted to do a production in Cameroon. So he got some of us involved. I went to Cameroon for 3 days and I came back. Some people were stuck there for 3 months. So that was my first close shave with the industry.
No, wait, was he a fraud or he wanted something that
He was a
couldn't
fraud.
finish?
He duped us of money.
But you went to
Cameroon, yes, with our money.
Oh, with your money?
Yes, he made us pay certain amounts of money for management, and then he got this rickety bus that took us to the border, and in fact, he just kept extorting money from us, but thankfully, I didn't give him all my money. So when I got there and I saw the living condition, that this is not right, this is not good, I used my last savings to come back. Some people, because they gave everything they had, they were stuck there for months, and then the community there had to put money for them to come back.
And they became a nuisance.
Well, I heard a lot of stories, but thank God I didn't experience all of that. I only experienced it for 3 days, and I was like, this is not me. Yes, I'm passionate about acting, but maybe I'll wait a little bit longer.
So how long did you have to wait from that particular experience to be able to have your real first role?
A long time. I was still in my first year or pre-degree, you know. So it was really long, maybe like 2000 and, gosh, okay, it's long, it's far. Like, I think I just finished secondary school then, and I was still waiting to enter the university. So, and then after that, I continued with school, and I got into the university while studying. Because I share my vision with people, some other of my classmates came and like, oh, there is this opportunity, or I saw it somewhere, and the forms are out, I think you should pick it. That was for the Next Movie Star reality TV show in 2006.
Yeah, that's
so
where
that
I
would
saw
be,
you.
yes.
That's where I fell in love with you.
So it was like maybe a space of 2 or 3 years after that bad experience, and this happened. So I picked the form, filled it and submitted it, and they called me for an audition in Port Harcourt. I'm a Calabar girl, remember, and I'm still under my parents' care. So I wasn't even sure if they were going to let me go to Port Harcourt, where it was like a bigger, bigger, yeah. And who do I really know there? So well, I took my chance. I went for the audition. I scaled through, and now they asked me to come to Lagos.
And you were always blonde on the show. Like you say it as it is, but you survived.
I survived.
Yeah, you survived. Like you survived. I could just remember it vividly.
Yes. I mean, I was this very naive girl. I'm very hungry for this thing, and this was an opportunity for me. So I was giving it my all, my 100%. I didn't know what was going to keep me in the house. I didn't know what was going. So I was just like, So I made it into the show eventually. It was crazy. I've never experienced something like that before on that level. This little girl coming from Calabar and mixing with everybody from Nigeria. And Lagos girls now, they were already out there. They know what's up. Me, I'm clueless, totally clueless. And then through the audition process, we had the panel of judges. Some of them were foreigners. And I wasn't so used to. So I'm like, I was cringing, and God knows I was panicking. But with all of that, I mean, maybe that's what they were looking for, something original, something raw, and I got picked. So I was one of the housemates. I made it in, and I had that wonderful experience for 30 days. It gave me my roots in the movie industry, because it grounded me. It taught me most of the things that I know. So it prepared me for what I was to
emotionally.
It prepared me for what I was to expect in the industry. Because that was the foundation, the basic, every actor needs to go through. Some people just stumble into this industry. They don't have any basic knowledge. They don't know what it is about, but that was a platform for me to learn and to be prepared. So I came out and I thought that the jobs were going to roll in.
Coming.
But that wasn't the case. Yeah, I had to wait till again for some time, from 2006. It was in 2011 that I started really working. And that was after a long wait and almost getting to the brink of frustration. I had to take a break from the entertainment industry and take a day job because I needed money while I was through the process.
So after all that frame, you went to take a day job?
Oh yeah. So I was still in school, so I was shuttling between that. That's in school. So eventually I graduated, and then I was like, I'm going to focus on this fully, squarely. So I left Calabar, I came to Lagos, and I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried. And it was crazy. I'll go for auditions. They'll say, oh yeah, you've picked. And then before I know what, they're shooting the movie. and
you're not called.
I don't know, so a lot of drama happened. After a while, I'm like, let me just get a job because I need to take care of myself. I needed money, so I took a day job. While working, the industry called me back. People always ask how. Thank God for social media. The industry. Yes, yes. So you thank God for social media. You know, we post pictures, we upload different things, and you don't know who is seeing you. So a producer went through my page and he called me and was like, you look like the role I'm casting for. Can you come in for an audition? And I did, and I got the role. And before then,
What movie was this?
That was the series Tales of Eve.
Okay,
where I played Simi.
yes.
So that really projected. That was also a very huge platform for me.
But you're very talented.
Thank you, thank you. And before then, I think I did one series, Shallow Waters. I was just, it did but Tales of Eve came and turned things around for me, and then I started getting roles. I played Kokoma. That really gave me a lot of awards, and and the rest is history, and this is who I am now.
Okay, so you have just shot your latest project.
Yes, I have.
That you're in Abuja here for right now.
Yeah.
Lost Cafe.
Yeah, I'm here for a screen of a movie I shot 2 years ago. We shot it 2 years ago, but the movie, it's a good one. Directed by Kenneth Yang, produced by Regina Uwalo. She's based in Norway. So part of it was shot in Nigeria, Calabar, and part of it was shot in Norway. I was featured in the Nigerian part of it, which was based in Calabar. It's a very good movie. It's an abstract movie. Some producers want to take away from the norm, the regular shouting, and just give you something to think about. So this is one movie that I want to, ask people to look out for. The Lost Cafe. It's a very lovely movie. I watched it for the first time yesterday, and I was like,
oh, so I watched it before you. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you saw it before me.
Yeah.
The Lost Cafe is a movie that was directed by Kenneth Yang and produced by Regina Uwalo. She's based in Norway. So the film was shot in 2 locations, one in Calabar and the other in Norway. I featured in the part that was shot in Calabar, and just to give a brief synopsis of the movie, it's about this girl that got admission to study in Norway. She got and she was planning to travel, and I'm her cousin, one of her, but she does not really like me because I'm the Bechi one. I say the way it is.
They tell you the way it is.
Yes, I say the way it is, and I'm also the and she was playing straightforward, and I'm just like all glammed up and all of that, and maybe with a little bit of sauciness. She doesn't like me because I go for what I want, all them go-getter kind of girl. So she goes, she has a boyfriend, and this drama. I can't say everything, so you have to go out and look for the movie to watch it. But it's a very nice one. Her experiences there in nowhere, and also the lesson that is in the movie that you need to learn. Because most people, they feel like when you travel abroad, it's all rosy.
Yes, sir.
Even as a student, they just feel like, oh my God, I want to. So what she experienced as a student, and maybe a hint of racism there.
And then what she experienced, relationship,
right,
a relationship in Nigeria to travel.
To travel. So those are the things that you have to look out for to watch and to learn.
So what do you like?
What do I like? I love life. I'm a go-getter. Recently I produced my own movie. I recently produced a movie titled Miracle. So right now what I like is to make it a success. You guys should look out for it. You can check our website, www.miraclethefilm.com. Miraclethefilm.com. Just spell it out the way I said it, thefilm.com. So pretty much the story is about the lead character, Miracle, who's from a Christian background. And she's grown up in a very secured environment, protected, and in that environment she's always been like the center of attraction. So she feels like when she goes to campus it's going to be the same thing, where she'll be able to win souls for Jesus. And she goes there and it's a completely different ball game. Yeah, so she meets the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it has a hint of prostitution in there, cultism, human empowerment. So I intend to use this movie to empower our today's youth, because they're the future leaders of tomorrow, for them to really see through the campus eyes that, okay, because a lot of people, when they're on campus, they don't plan for the future. They just feel like it's going to be all rosy. Once I'm done, I'm going to get this fancy job, and then get married, have children.
Mama, that's the word.
But when reality hits them hard after school, they're like, oh my God, what am I doing? Some of them, they get lost. So with this movie, is really out there to give our today's youth a voice. Know who you are and what you stand for, and let nothing take away your voice. That's what this movie is about, giving our youth a voice to know who they are.
Okay, but what would you say have made you this successful?
Just being true to myself, keeping it real, and loving God. That is it.
What's your philosophy in life?
The you in you makes you the you are. Your face is different from mine. Your fingers are different from mine. Our destiny and our purposes are different. Our path may cross, but you are completely different. So know who you are when you know, like discover the you in you, and embody it, and love yourself, and go with what you have. You may be good in singing, I may be good in singing, but your own range of singing is different. Yeah, the lives you're supposed to touch with your singing is quite different from the lives I'm supposed to touch. So we are not in competition. So a lot of people always get lost in that competition zone, that they don't realize their goals in life, their purpose. They always feel like, oh my God, I have to surpass the other person. There is no competition at all. You have to surpass your previous achievements. You're not in competition with anybody. So it's just a brief time. If we interface, it's just for a brief moment, then our paths will go to a different cause. So everybody needs to know who they are, and then start working on themselves to realize their purpose. And that is what this movie Miracle is all about.
Okay, some people have to work in a particular field, just like you thought acting was what you were meant to do. Some people work in that particular field for a while, and then they lost interest because of what happened to you when you left and went to look for money, and they lose interest completely. Like, it's not coming. What I thought was going to come is not coming. You had that kind of experience. How were you able to pick up yourself? Because some people, you can go into depression, and that would be it.
No, that's why I say people should be true to themselves. At the end of the day, the shaft will be separated from the wheat. If you're truly passionate about something, no matter the trials you go through, you stand true to it. I really love acting. That's why the jobs I took, I made sure that they were in line with entertainment. I was still interfacing with entertainment.
Oh, wow.
So when the industry called me back, it was so easy for me to dump the job and go square. Some people, they have acting gigs, but like, oh, let me just hold on to this one that is sure. Because you don't know when the next acting gig is going to come. But for me, I didn't care. I knew that this acting gig was going to last for a month plus, but after a month, I don't know what I was going to fall back on. But I'm just like, I will go there and I'll do what I'm doing.
Any
I loved
regrets?
it. No regrets. No regret. I mean, I just produced my first movie and it cost a lot of money. So hopefully by the grace of God, before the mid of this year, say June, July, the movie should be out and in all cinemas. And after that, we want to take it from schools to school, from university to university. And as the spirit leads, just, take it out there, empower today's youth, screen the movie and empower them. So we intend to partner with NGOs and any organization, brands that, have similar vision. So we are addressing cases of prostitution, rape, cultism, and empowerment generally, for people to realize self-realization.
Yeah, so I think the government parastatals that have interest in empowering the youth, have interest in tackling prostitution, like NACTIP, should be able to come on board and partner with you.
Yes, I'm hoping that that's the case.
Yeah, and she's a fantastic woman, Julie Donde.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she will be able to partner.
By God's grace. I'm hoping. Please, if you're out there and you're led to partner with me, reach out to me. Our website is there, www.miraclethefilm.com. We have a social media handle, which is also Miracle the Film. So you can always reach out to us, and let's see how we can partner and work. I'm really, really, really passionate about our youth, because I was once, I'm still a youth, but I just believe that a lot of them are lost. they don't have guidance, the proper guidance. And I'm hoping that this movie will be at least a tool to guide them to like think just the way I was able to think, like, Belinda, what would you like to do with your life? And I was able to come up with acting. Some of them can just sit back and think, so that everybody's not so dependent on government. Government is not doing this, government is not doing that. So if your passion is in hair making, you can start from there after school. Start from there, even with your 5,000 naira. You never can tell where God is leading you, as opposed to just sitting down waiting for this government work to come. You understand? There are a lot of people that are making right now with the work of their hands. This generation, I believe, is with the work of their hands. So let's explore that option and not look down on it. It might just be anything. Besides that, I'm also into the food business. I own a food store. I run a village market. I have it both online. I have a physical store. So you see me selling pepper, crayfish, maggi, and the likes of that, because that is my passion also. Yeah. So
Calabar woman buy they cook.
Yes. So we also do catering services. So I offer a lot. So it's not just acting. I didn't just stick to acting like, oh. So you can do several things, multiple strings of income. You know. So they should open their minds to that. Do this, do that. The people we envy today, they don't sleep.
They don't. So who were your mentors or still are your mentors, or have they evolved over time?
Oh yes, they keep evolving, because nothing stays in one place forever. It just keeps moving. Okay, I love Angelina Jolie. Yeah, I love her humanitarian services. I love her as an actress, and so I kind of like embody that too. So that's hence my, humanitarian services, because every proceeds I realize from this movie, I'm going to use it for humanitarian work. This movie is not for profit making for me, but to touch lives.
So what do you want to specifically do with the profit that will come from this movie?
Okay,
you told me before the cameras came on, you told me about your covenant with God.
Yes.
That profit from your first movie, you're going to give back.
Yes, I'm giving back. So I intend to feed the poor, shelter some people, clothe, give scholarship. That's what I intend to do with it.
That's fantastic.
It's not me, it's God.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh Lord, the biggest producer Nigeria's ever realized or ever given birth to, an international actress, a self-sufficient businesswoman married with kids, and much more.
Okay,
It's
so
affecting lives.
Who is your kind of man, or is there a man right now?
Next.
Okay, but what the kind of man? What's the kind of man you like?
Tall, dark, handsome, God-fearing. What else?
You don't care about money? Money is important. These chicks.
No, I'm not saying it, but I say tall, dark, handsome. I mean, he has to have potential now. Potential to be self-sufficient. I don't like lazy men. And I don't like men that leech on women. I don't like woman beaters. So I hate all forms of abuse. So that's why even the movie Miracle addresses issues of rape. I don't like that at all. So I don't like men that come with all those complexities. I just love, a down-to-earth man that loves God truly and can open up his mind to loving me and, being committed to each other to raise a family together.
What's potentials for you? He can come a graduate with fantastic potentials. No money right now, but...
I mean, let's see. It's all about the chemistry, and as the spirit leads. Yeah, the vision. So I need to know if I can work with that. What have you put in place, and what are you doing to get there? So, money is okay. It's necessary, but I believe that with two hardworking people, we can make all the money in the world.
So, what advice do you have for the youths that are aspiring to come into this industry, but not only there? Especially, there's a problem. Every Nigerian youth think that the federal government is the one to solve their problem, even hunger.
But I just addressed that issue. That's why I intend to use my movie as a tool to help the government to alleviate that mentality, because it all starts with the mind. You have a voice. When you have a voice, that means you are taking control of your mind. So I'm already passing a message. I'm already giving my own quota, my civil duty, doing my civil duty as Belinda the actress. Capture their minds and empower them. Tell them you are better than this. Like, okay, right now you're studying math stats. You know that you might not end up in the bank or in such a place. Yeah, it's good to have a degree, but your degree might not work for you. What else do you have? Because remember in the Bible when the woman went to God and God said, what do you have? He said, I don't have anything. He said, what do you have? He said, except for a cruse of oil. That's say, bring it. Go and bring basins. If you don't have anything, nobody can bless you.
That's true.
So you need to realize what you have so that when you go, you say, okay, please, I want to start this business. I've put this and this and this in place. Okay, I can support you. As opposed to just sitting down and just waiting for manna to fall from heaven. The days of manna are long over. Know who you are. If you're a good speaker, go and practice more, work on yourself, and then maybe do some recordings and take to a broadcasting industry. They might just employ you. If you're good with handcraft, do some things that people can see, and someone might just invest in you. If you're good with acting, do a monologue, whatever, put it out there. You never can tell who is watching. Nowadays, it's www, World Wide Web. People are watching. You never can tell where your savior will come from.
That's true. And that reminds me, you had a television program.
Oh, yes, I did. I mean, it's all part of the process. I didn't just sit down. I always tried different things. I was a model. I left modeling. I was a TV presenter. I started my talk show. I did, in fact, I even tried music. Because I just didn't want to sit down and like, and it was in this shrine that the acting door finally opened to me,
So are you stable now? Are you going to stand here and remain here? Won't you try the music? Won't you go into presenting and the talk show?
It's not a closed door, but you know that you're firmly rooted in one. So you can now explore different things that maybe invest in. I'm talking about multiple streams of income, So you can now diversify and invest your money in different things. I'm doing food business now. God knows what other business I'm working on that I'm going to, let you guys in pretty soon.
Okay, nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't want